Hello everybody and welcome to the second and final scrimmage before the start of the 2023 regular season of the East Shore Wiffle Ball League. This league was founded in 2020, but we weren't able to find enough players for 2021, so we suspended the league for a few years, and now in 2023 we are back. So please enjoy this scrimmage, and the regular season is supposed to start here within the next week or so. So stay tuned for regular season matchups. And here we have Trevor Hoke stepping to the plate here in the first at-bat of the day as he watches a ball from the pitcher Grayson White. As now the next pitch we see is a pop-up over the left side. Kyle bobbling it and able to secure it for the first out in this inning. Now we have Jesse Clark stepping to the plate. Jesse pop up to the pitcher, caught by Grayson. Now we have Hunter Crawford stepping to the plate with two outs here as he grounds it over to the left side as Kyle chucks it across the diamond, but that's not going to do any damage as Crawford only gets a single out of that one. Now, Trevor stepping back up to the plate here. Trevor watches ball four. Now we have a man on first and second base with two outs. Let's see if Clark is able to drive a run in as he drives it up to center field. Crawford is rounding third on his way home, and he scores. We see the first run of the ball game come across as now there's a man on first and second. Crawford pop up to center field. Who's going to grab it? That's going to be Jonathan Rivera there right by second base, and that's going to be the end of the first inning. And here we have Kyle Bauer up as he grounds it to the pitcher Jesse. Jesse flips it over to Crawford at first, but not in time as Kyle finds himself a single to start this inning. Now we have Grayson White grounded back up to Jesse. Jesse flips to Trevor at second. Did they get the out? That's the debate right here, right now. The one hard thing about wiffle ball is, you don't have any umpires on the field, so it's kind of a he said, she said kind of situation. And it looks like Kyle is going to be out here for the first out of the inning. He might have been safe, though. I don't know. That was a pretty close play. But now we have Jonathan Rivera stepping to the plate here as he watches ball four. And now we have a man on first and second base with Tony Dumez coming to the plate. Tony, ground ball up to Jesse. Jesse not able to handle it as a majority of the balls have been hit back to Jesse at this point. As now we have Kyle up to the plate, and Kyle's going to watch ball four, and we're going to have a tie ball game as a run scores on that walk. As now Grayson, deep drive out to center field. That's going to be a ground rule double. We are going to see 2 runs score as that gets under the fence, leaving them with a man on second and third base. Now we have Jonathan Rivera to the plate. Jonathan, high drive left field. That ball's going to be gone. The first home run of the day as Jonathan Rivera takes that one yard. And now the inning mercy rule is going to apply, but all 6 runs score. Now heading into the top of the second, Trevor Hoke, fly ball over the left side. Anthony able to catch that ball for the first out of the second inning. And now Clark pops one over to the right side. Jonathan's going to catch that for another pop-up out in this inning. 2 outs now with Crawford stepping to the plate as he pops it up over on the left side. That's going to hang up in the air. And Jonathan Rivera able to make the catch for the third out. A 1-2-3 inning here in the second inning as Grayson White is looking pretty good to start his outing today. Now we have Tony Dumez leading off here in the bottom of the second as he hits a line drive over to Trevor. Trevor just able to catch it as he was bobbling a little bit, but he was able to secure out number 1.
It really did.
And now Kyle Bauer stepping to the plate as he watches ball 4. We're going to have a man on first base here with 1 out. Grayson White now as he hits it over to the left side. No one's there for it as he's going to get in pretty much an infield single there. Now, Jonathan Rivera up. Jonathan, ground ball back to Clark. Clark boots it away off of his foot, and we're going to have bases loaded here with Tony Dumez stepping to the plate. Tony, line drive off the fence as 1 run's going to score, 2 runs are going to score, and Jonathan's going to actually end up on third base. So now we have a man on first and third. Great hit by Tony as now Kyle up to the plate. Kyle, line drive up the middle. It bounces off of Hoke's hand, and Crawford able to just barely secure the out at second base for the second out of the inning. Grayson White now up to the plate as he swings and misses. Strike 3, and that will be the end of the second inning. Now we have Trevor Hoke stepping to the plate as he watches ball 4 to start off the third inning. Now Jesse Clark up to the plate as Jesse swings and misses for the first out here.
Yeah, I know.
Now Crawford moving his hips, as it's said by Grayson, as now we have a man on first and second with that walk. Now Clark stepping back up to the plate. Clark ground ball over the right side. And he's going to reach safely for a single as now the bases are loaded with Crawford coming to the plate, and he watches ball 4, and that's going to send home a run as now the score's 9-2, but Trevor Hoke watching strike 3 right down the middle. Good pitch by Grayson, and they're saying that's the third out, although that was actually only the second out. But I guess that's the end of Game 1 as we are heading into Game 2. Now we have Trevor Hoke facing off against the pitcher Jonathan Rivera as he throws behind Hoke, and Hoke drawing a walk here. Man on first base. Now Grayson hitting it over the right side. Ground ball. No one's over there as Clark tries to flip it to the second baseman, but they aren't able to get the out as now Anthony Dumez to the plate. He's going to pop it up. Jonathan Rivera is going to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Still a man on first and second. Now Crawford up to the plate as he grounds it over the left side. Gets past Kyle Bauer as now we're going to have bases. Nope, that's going to be a ground rule double as a run is going to score there. And Crawford's going to be on second. Jonathan on third. Now Hoke stepping back up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and the bases are going to be loaded here once he takes his walk down. I don't know if he knew if it was ball 4 or not. As now we have bases loaded with Grayson up to the plate. Grayson pop up to the pitcher Jonathan, and we couldn't see him catch that ball as Grayson was in the way, but that's out number 2. Dumez up to the plate. Dumez high drive deep right field off the fence as 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Make that 3 runs as Jonathan not able to hit the backboard as now all the runs have scored with a bases clearing double by Dumez, and there was 2 outs there, and that's actually going to call our inning mercy rule. So we're going to go ahead and head to the bottom of the first. Here we have Clark leading it off as he watches ball 4, man on first base. Bauer up to the plate now. Bauer hits it to Crawford. Crawford catching it, and Jesse not far enough off the base for him to peg him. Is now we see Rivera walking ball 4. Man on first and second. Now Clark back up to the plate. Clark gets hit by the pitch, but it was ball 4 anyways, as now we have the bases loaded here with 1 out. Bauer watches ball 4, and Trevor's going to walk home a run. As now Jonathan up to the plate. Jonathan, high drive, center field, hits off the base of the wall, as that's going to score 1 run. 2 runs, and Dumez chucking it in, accidentally hits his pitcher. I think he was trying to hit the backboard there, but now we have Clark back up to the plate here as he pops it over the left side. Crawford not able to make the catch as it hits off the base of the wall. Kyle Bauer's going to score. Now we have a man on second and third. Tie ball game. Bauer now up to the plate here. Bauer hits it up the middle, gets past Trevor. Trevor not able to do anything with it as he just flips it to Crawford, and the inning mercy rule is going to apply here as now we're heading to the top of the second. Crawford leading it off as Crawford high drive left field, and that one's gone. Solo shot by Hunter Crawford as he's able to drive it over the fence, and now we have a tie ball game yet again. Now Hoke up to the plate. Hoke watching ball 4. As now we have a man on first base, no outs. White coming to the plate. Ground ball over to the right side. Kyle grabbing it as he's going to tag first base for the out here. And he quick thinking there as he throws it over to Jonathan just to make sure that Hoke doesn't get too far off the bases. Now Dumez up to the plate. Ground ball to the left side as Kyle's not able to make a play out of it as Dumez reaches safely on a single. Man on first and second here. Crawford up to the plate as he swings and misses for the second out of the inning. Still a tie ball game. Hoke now coming to the plate as now Hoke watches ball 4, and we're going to see bases loaded here with 2 outs. White up to the plate. White, high drive, right field. That's off the base of the fence as now we have 1 run scoring, 2 runs scoring, and Trevor Hoke going to get plunked by Kyle Bauer as he was trying to go from second to third. But now we have Jonathan Rivera here leading it off in the top of the second as he is going to get out as White able to peg him with the ball. 1 out here. Jesse now up to the plate, walking on ball 4. Man on first base, 1 out. Kyle Bauer up to the plate. Kyle, ground ball up the middle, and
safe.
they're going to say safe, almost able to get his foot on the bag and grab the ball at the same time. Close play, but we have a man on first and second. Jonathan, ground ball, up the middle. Trevor, not having a play as now the bases are loaded with one out. Crawford now coming in the pitch as he strikes out Clark for the second out of the inning. Now, Bauer back up. Bauer, ground ball to Crawford. Crawford fumbles it a little bit as he has an option to peg Jonathan, and he does to get the third out of the inning. Good heads up, as now we have Dumas leading off the third inning as he's going to line that over the right side. Jonathan not able to quite handle it as Dumas getting a single. Crawford now up to the plate. Crawford swinging and missing for the first out of the inning. Now, Hoke watching ball four as now we're going to have a man on first and second. White up to the plate. White swinging, line drive up the middle. Dumas is going to stay at third base as now we're going to have bases loaded here as Dumas stepping up to the plate. Dumas, pop up. Kyle sprinting, catches it. Good play by the pitcher Kyle Bauer as he's able to get that second out. Crawford up to the plate. Crawford, high drive, left field, caught. Oh no, dropped, and he pegs him. What a crazy play, as that one was almost a home run, but he just barely gets the back of the foot of Hoke, as that's going to end the top of the third here. Heading into the bottom of the third, Jonathan Rivera now to the plate, pop over on the left side. Grayson diving, not able to grab it, as that is going to be a single, as that was kind of almost in a no man's land situation, as now Clark striking out there for the first out of the bottom of the third inning. Now with the man on first, Bauer up to the plate. Bauer line drive up the middle. Dumas is going to field the ball as Jesse's rounding second, on his way to third, and Kyle trying to advance to second but doesn't, as now we have a man on first and third. Rivera stepping to the plate. Rivera, ground ball back to Grayson. Grayson gonna run it over and just tag Jonathan for the second out, but a run is going to score, and Kyle is going to end up on third base after that. Now Clark, high drive right field, gets down. Dumas not able to catch it as Dumas throws it in. Gets away. Jonathan's going to score. Crawford's going to pick it up. Clark off the back, and he pegs him for the third out. Huge clutch play there, as the score is now 7-7, and we're going to have to head to extra innings. And Trevor Hoke leading it off here with a walk here in the top of the fourth. Extra innings here in game two. White now stepping to the plate. White watches ball four as now we have a man on first and second base. Dumas now stepping up to the plate as Dumas ground ball over the right side. Kyle not able to get there in time as now we have bases loaded. As Kyle tries to throw it over the third base, almost gets away, but didn't hurt anything as the bases are still loaded. Crawford watching ball four as that one almost hits him there, and that's going to walk home a run. 8-7 now our score is Trevor Hoke watching strike three, and that's going to be the first out. White watching ball four as now the score is going to be 9-7. Dumas stepping up to the plate. Dumas fly ball over the right side. Kyle able to catch it. Almost an opportunity to peg White there. But he didn't try for it, as now we have 2 outs. Crawford stepping to the plate here. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the fourth, as he watches ball four. That's going to walk home another run. Now, Hoke up to the plate. Hoke watching ball four, and that's walking home yet another run. Now, White up to the plate. White, ground ball up the middle. No play as Jonathan's not able to handle it, and that's going to score another run. 12-7 here. And now we have Dumas up as Dumas ground ball over to the right side. Kyle not able to get him as another run scores. Bases still loaded. Now just take a look out there in center field. The ball's out there. Clark has possession. Oh, wait, and he pegs Grayson. But Grayson was on the bag. A little bit of hidden ball trick action or trying for something there. As now we have Crawford coming to the play with bases loaded as he drives it high left field. Is it going to stay fair? It does! Grand slam for Crawford as he's able to drive it down that left field line, just able to keep it fair, as now we have a score of 17-7.
I mean, we're up 10, dude. Yeah. Damn, that hurt. I know that.
And now we have Clark stepping to the plate here with the bases empty as he lines it over the left side. Clark not able to get there as he's going to go and get a single. White now up to the plate. White, high drive, right field. A little bit of Oppo Taco. White with a 2-run home run to add 2 more to their pretty big lead here as the score is now 19-7.
Yeah.
Now after that home run, we have Dumez coming to the plate as he watches a pitch from Bauer, and he grounds it over to the right side, and he's going to hustle that one out. Oh, and Jonathan throws it away as Dumez is going to end up on second at the end of this play. Now 2 outs. Crawford swings and misses, and that's the end of the 4th inning as Crawford strikes out. 19-7 is our score as Kyle Bauer is going to lead it off here in the bottom of the 4th to try and overtake this deficit as he's going to go ahead and walk. Jonathan Rivera at the plate as he hits a high drive left center field. That ball's gone. 2-run home run for Jonathan Rivera as he's able to chip away at the massive lead that the away team has as the score is now 19-9. Clark stepping to the plate here as he is going to watch ball 4. Now we have a man on first base. Still no outs. Bauer up to the plate now as he grounds it to the pitcher Dumez as Dumez does not have a play, and that's going to be an infield single. Now Rivera stepping to the plate as he grounds it to Dumez. So many ground balls to the pitcher as Dumez throws it away as 1 run's going to score. And it looks like Kyle's going to be aggressive here. He's going to score as Grayson tries to throw it to second base. And Kyle reads that and scores. Clark up to the plate as he watches strike 3. 1 out here. Now, Bauer drives it center field, and it gets down at the base of the wall, and it looks like Jonathan's going to score from second on that. Kyle's trying to advance. It just misses, and Kyle's going to leg out a triple on that hit. Great speed. As now, Jonathan Rivera ground ball to the left side. Kyle's going to score on that, and Jonathan's going to be safe at first. 19-13 our score right now as the home team's chipping away, but Clark watching strike 3 here for the 2nd out of the inning. Bauer now. Bauer ground ball to the right side. Dumez tries to peg him. Gets away again as now Clark's going to score. Kyle's going to end up at third base, and we're going to have a 19-14 score as the home team making a comeback here. Jonathan Rivera ground ball up the middle. Kyle's going to score, and Rivera's going to be safe at first. 19-15 now. Clark watching ball 4. Now we have a man on first and second.
Way to reel yourself back in.
Now, Kyle Bauer up to the plate as he watches ball 4. Bases are loaded. A home run will tie it here as we have Jonathan Rivera stepping to the plate. He drives it center field, not deep enough as it goes right to second base, and that's going to be the end of game 2 as the away team able to gain the victory here in extra innings to round out this second game. Now, let's head into game 3. As Jonathan steps to the plate, this game is going to consist of the Slimes versus the Freedom. The Freedom is the team in the field. Slimes is the team at bat. As Jonathan just walked there. And Grayson drawing the walk as well. Now we have a man on first and second. Now, Bauer up to the plate. He grounds it to the pitcher Hoke as he's not able to get the out. As now bases are loaded. Now we have Eric Crawford from the Crawdads team, not the Slime, stepping to the plate as he strikes out as that ball tips the back of the zone. Jonathan Rivera walking now as that walks home a run. The score 1-0. Slimes in the lead here. Grayson up to the plate as he watches ball 4, and now the score is now 2-0. Kyle Bauer stepping to the plate here as he drives it. It goes in. 1 hops off the wall as 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Trevor tries for it, just barely misses Jonathan. As that throw goes away, we're going to have all of the other guys advancing as now there's a man on second and third. Eric Crawford from the Crawdads stepping up. Ground ball over the left side. Jesse not able to do anything with it, and a run's going to score. And with that 5th run, it's going to be the inning mercy rule. Now Dumez stepping up to the plate as he grounds it to Grayson. Grayson throws it over to Jonathan, throws it away as he had an opportunity to get Dumez out, and he's going to reach on an error there. Now Clark hits a ground ball over to the right side. Kyle has it, pegs him. I think he got Dumez. Let's go ahead and see the instant replay of that one. Slow-mo shows, ding, right off his arm, as that is going to be the first out of the inning. Now, Trevor swinging a pitch nowhere near the zone, and he's just going to get tagged out by Grayson. Grayson to Kyle pegs Jesse, as now that's the 3rd out of the inning. Freedom not able to score any runs in the bottom of the 1st inning. Now, Jonathan up to the plate. Jonathan going to be able to get a base hit here. Single to start off the 2nd inning. Now, Grayson White up to the plate as he hits it high, deep. Crawford able to grab it near the warning track over there on the right side is now. There's 1 out. Kyle Bauer ground ball to Trevor. Trevor throws it to Crawford. Crawford might have made an error there. I think they would have had the out on Jonathan, but Crawford not able to squeeze it, as that was a pretty good play by Trevor. As now Eric Crawford up to the plate. Eric line drive up the middle as Jesse's going to flip it to Crawford. Gets away from Crawford, and a run's going to score here. Crawford flipping it to Trevor. Trevor off of Trevor's chest, and Kyle's going to advance, and so is Eric. Great base running on that mishap by the fielders. As now Jonathan ground ball over to the right side. Kyle's going to score on it, but Crawford's going to get the out at first. Now 2 outs. Eric Crawford over there on the 3rd base. Now White pop up. Out there, Crawford able to catch it at the warning track, and that's the 3rd out of the 2nd inning. We're going to be heading into the bottom of the 2nd. Crawford leading it off, and he high drive left center field. That ball's gone. Hunter Crawford hitting a home run off his dad, Eric Crawford, as he's able to drive one home and put Freedom on the board. 7-1 now. Still a huge deficit to overcome for the Freedom. As now Jesse swings, and I think he tipped it into the zone for out number 1. Now, Trevor hitting it over the left side. No one's there over there, so he's able to get a single. Still 1 out. Crawford back up to the plate. Crawford pop up center field. No one's out in center field, though, as it bounces off the fence, and we're going to have a man at 1st and 2nd. That was a long single. Now, Clark back up to the plate. Clark swings and misses for the 2nd out of the inning. Still a man on 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Trevor ground ball over the right side. Eric Crawford has it. He goes, pegs Trevor. And that's going to be the 3rd out. Heading into the top of the 3rd now. Kyle Bauer leading it off as he watches ball 4. Man on 1st base to lead off this inning. Now, Eric Crawford up to the plate. And he hits it off of the pitcher's head. He smoked it off of Clark's head. And he looks to be all right, but we're going to have to see an instant replay of that one. Line drive right to his forehead. Crawford almost able to catch it, as that was a base hit. And now Jonathan gets a base hit down the line as Crawford not able to handle it. And Kyle is going to advance and score. 8-1 here with the man on 1st and 2nd. White now stepping to the plate, ground ball back to Clark. Crawford falls, not able to cover 3rd base, and bases are going to be loaded. Bauer now stepping to the plate as he watches ball 4, and a run is going to score since the bases were loaded. Eric Crawford now back up to the plate now as he swings, hits it down the line, as now Jonathan's going to score, and that's going to be a ground rule double, as 2 runs are going to score on that, and now we have an 11-1 score. Jonathan stepping up to the plate here as he hits it to the right side, gets past Houck. We're going to have Kyle Bauer scoring on this now Jonathan's going to advance. Trevor's going to try and peg him, misses, and Eric Crawford's going to score, and Jonathan's going to be safe at 3rd with a 13-1 score. Now White up to the plate. White swinging and missing for the 1st out of the inning. Now Kyle Bauer up. Kyle watches ball 4. Now we have a man on 1st and 3rd. Eric Crawford back up to the plate. Eric, pop up. And Trevor's going to be able to catch it for the 2nd out of the inning. Wait, everybody walked off. So I guess it's the 3rd out. It was actually only 2 outs, but whatever. Anyways, Crawford able to hit a ground ball over to the left side as he's able to reach on a single. Clark now stepping to the plate. High drive, right field, right center field that is that's just a long single. They're not going to advance here as they have a big lead to overcome. As now there's a man on 1st and 2nd. Hoke up to the plate. Hoke, pop up. He's going to hit it to Kyle. Kyle's just going to tag him out for the 1st out of the inning. Now we have Hunter Crawford stepping to the plate with a man on second and third as he drives it high, deep, left center field. It's gone. 3-run home run for Hunter Crawford as Jonathan almost able to rob Hunter of his home run, but just barely missing it. As now the score is 13-4, but the Slimes still have a huge lead to work with. Now Clark stepping to the plate as he watches strike 3, and that's the second out of this inning. Now Hoke stepping to the plate as he hits it. Ground ball over the right side. Kyle's just going to tag him out, and that's going to be the end of Game 3 as the Slimes, which is not officially the Slimes team. They did have a player from the Crawdads today. They did get the victory against the Freedom here in this scrimmage, although it wasn't an official game. It's at least some way for the boys to kind of get loose and ready for the season. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and the regular season should be beginning within the next week. So just stay tuned for future videos, and again, thanks for watching.